Hey guys, Encore Performance here. Today we'll be reviewing a match that I just played of the brand new civilization, the Sicilians, and the power of their unique building, the Donjon, against Canadian Conan, one of my fellow peers, playing as the Burgundians, the other new civ. As the Sicilians, if we look at the tech tree for a moment, we have a few bonuses, but the important one for this game is the Donjon. And as you can see, we have no access to the tower line whatsoever, but in Feudal Age we can build the Donjon, and the only civ who can do this, we can build our unique unit from it in Feudal Age. So it's almost a Castle Age unit being built in Feudal that can also construct other Donjons. It will be a huge asset to us for this rush. And this map, I believe, is called Seize the Mountain. And it was a fun concept to try out as they added 6 new maps. And this is one of them. It's a bit of a whoever gets the middle wins the game first, like Gold Rush or Golden Pit, but I enjoyed it. And following the basic build order until here where we put 4 on stone, as the Donjon is slightly more expensive than the tower, but it definitely makes up for it with its other bonuses. A little bit of confusion here, I didn't have enough wood, so I was just throwing villagers around. We grab 2 villagers right away and send them off. The Donjon also costs 75 wood. They meet up with the scout and head out. My opponent was a little bit laid up as he was grabbing his eco bonuses. And I know what you're thinking, Feudal Age? You can't get any eco bonuses other than Loom. But as the Burgundians, you can. And I was extremely lucky. I showed up, built the Donjon that's slightly bigger than tower. You can see it's 4 tiles instead of 1. As he clicked up, begin constructing the Donjon. And as soon as it's up, I throw my villagers inside, and you can see it compensates with 1000 HP instead of the usual 750. And for every sergeant inside, you get +1 attack. And these sergeants you can see do extremely well. I believe that one took out 2 spearmen. And they can build their own donjons. Conan sees what's happening, realizes it's game, and resigns because these buildings are far too overpowered right now. And if we go, we have another one to review. We'll look at statistics first. He definitely added the technology lead just by grabbing those ones earlier. This is the strategy I'd recommend using, is you pop up with a decent eco, but instead of going up to Castle Age, you begin building donjons and then constructing sergeants from there. This map is called Amazon Tunnel, but I'm not very good with the new maps as they were just released. So we have a bit of a walling incident. Or I'm also not very good with my scouting. You can tell what I'm trying to foreshadow here. Another sort of whoever gets the middle has a huge advantage on this map. And also almost force nothing, like with just 2 central choke points and everything else being wood. The usual 6 on turkey. We're putting 4 on wood. Now we'll move on to luring a boar. Now we'll be throwing villagers here. Speed it up. Actually, we'll look at the tech tree of the Burgundians for a sec. Already mix-ups happening. The economic upgrades are available 1 age earlier, as I mentioned. Stable technologies cost 50% less. Oh, they removed, it used to be, everyone thought it was going to be overpowered, as they were saying knights were going to be refunded 50%, but now it's just stable tech. Okay, that's a huge change. The first one would have been far too overpowered. And our scouts pass right by each other. And now we're beginning to put villagers on berries, luring another boar. I liked my map. I wasn't sure what it was, but I had found my 2 backstones, a gold and a gold. We had a bit at the start, I couldn't find any wood, so I was a little panicky. I was going to go here, and I ended up, no, there's not enough. It seems I probably should have. It might just be me, but I think they made these a little bit brighter. Grabbing loom because I saw we were housed. Though I come down here to build my house. Over here I accidentally steal a turkey, but we'd agreed on no laming, so I will send it back when I notice. Yep, there off he goes. Conan had a pretty good base, but again, his resources were a little bit more forward than mine. And as you can see the mix-up I'm talking about, I begin walling. Walling all of this, in fact. We're not walling here in this central choke point with the high ground. We're going to wall here, because my villagers are certainly not the brightest. And a slight amount of idle time, which was a mistake. Throw them onto a turkey quickly while I just do farms, because that just gives them something to do for a few moments. And we're going to wall here. It was not the brightest move we've made, but I mean, it's new maps. Hopefully you guys will understand. And I click up slightly earlier than Conan, who is also luring boars. A bit behind me. I do not approve of the farm on the mill. I would say the Burgundians, you probably want to go FC. You could do a scout rush, but I think the best option would be FC, sending in our 2 villagers and a scout. This scout's actually slightly weak, as it killed the villager on the stone here, but lost a great amount of its HP. We come in, find this villager here, manage to take them out. Coming up with another Donjon, which you can see stat-wise to the tower. And I think it has more armor. Sadly, our scout is killed. We managed to get this Donjon up, though. Sending turkeys out to scout. And I didn't even realize till the very end of the game what the map looked like. He replies with towers of his own, which I think are a good option, but I approve of this more, as I'm lacking murder holes. And we can look at this sergeant's stats. It's 5 attack, 1 melee armor, 2 pierce. And it's not the greatest, but it does hold up well against, say, the spearmen he was throwing at us, who I believe have much less HP. We send 2 villagers over here. They encounter this huge swarm, and I'm not sure what was happening, so I kind of panicked a little. Was that his starting scout? Yes. We decide to tower this stone. Donjon's coming here, gain a nice few good hits. I decide to use them to construct the Donjon on my own, and Conan again sees and realizes and resigns. I think it's an extremely overpowered civ, and I think they are going to nerf it, but for now, this is my video on the Sicilian Donjon rush. Sorry. And if we look at military again, Conan did put up a bit more of a fight this time, but sadly not enough. I would be thinking man-at-arms or scouts would be what you'd use to take these down, or just walling in general to prevent them from even showing up. Back to statistics. And not much to see. You can see where the Donjons first hit, and then as you slowly start to build your sergeants. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one, and enjoy the new civs. Bye.